September 10th and 11th, Tuesday and Wednesday, the sun is in Virgo and the moon is in Aquarius. Those are two very detached signs. And you know what? It's useful today when we get to Wednesday, September 11th. There's a full moon coming, but this is a particularly sensitive day that I always find so awesome at its highest level. September 11th. It brings us to our knees. And the interesting thing that's going on in the heavens today is the sun is exactly opposite Neptune, exact degree. It only happens once a year. So the sun moves 1 degree around the sky every single day. So we know on September 11th or 10th, the sun will be in Virgo. But Neptune hangs out for like 7 to 10 years in Pisces. It's hanging out in one sign. So there's only 1 day a year that they're exact degree because it moves 1 degree off. Today's the day. And it talks about Neptune opposite the sun. It's the illusions. Neptune rules dreams and fantasies and magical occurrences, like things that happen beyond your wildest dreams. And it also rules disillusionment. And what happened on September 11th, 2001, was very disillusioning. It's like something broke inside of us where we realized America was not as we thought it was. It wasn't safe. Everything came to a radical halt, and we all stepped back and took our moments of being in so much forgiveness and so much pain. It's in my book, The Missing Element, the story of a fireman who spent literally 25 years being a fireman, and he retired ready on September the 10th. He left his New York fire station. Someone came in, took his job. On September 11th, he had a roast on the 10th. On the 11th, he was flying to Hawaii to retire. When he looked out the window from his side of the plane and saw the World Trade Center on fire, and that's where his firehouse was for all those years. So the plane landed, he got in a car, drove back to New York City, and all the men that were on his team, including the guy that took his job the day before, passed. So for me, it was such a personal story because he came to me for counsel at that point. The story's in my book, and it's the story of water, that this is a day of compassion, but it's so funny because the sun is in Virgo and the moon's in Aquarius, which is detached as you can get those two together. So what I want to say to all of us is there's value once the stinger is out. Not that September 11th will ever heal those whose hearts broke, because when death comes that close, we can heal over time, but that stinger, the pain, is only a thought away. However, with this configuration, Aquarius Virgo, it behooves all of us to step back and say, can I find my calm in the middle of the storm? Virgo Aquarius, can I detach enough and put my knees on the ground and pray for help? That's all that I saw that man do. The whole session I did with him, all he did was cry and say, why am I alive? Why did I retire the day before? That story's in my book, and it's all about forgiveness. So it's a long version of September 10th and 11th. I think this day is required for all Americans to remember those that have passed and to say, do I have the ability when crisis happens to step back, take a breath, and get on my knees? Because the only way to get the stinger out is spirituality. And that's why I'm here. Astrology Answers wanted me to tell you during this amazing special day of Neptune opposite the moon, don't let disillusionment break your heart. Let disillusionment break open your heart to figure out how to get on your knees and pray. Debra Silverman had to tell you, this is a very magical day and a day for us to be humbled. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the 4 elements and what your missing element is, and then figure out how to find balance in your life, so all 4 wheels in the car are balanced, you click the link in the description to grab your copy of my book, The Missing Element. I can't wait to hear what you think of it.